Thousands of customers, of course, still feeling the repercussions of the outage today. Experts offering their advice to users who fear their information has been compromised. Our team coverage continues tonight. Drew Best shares the response to the latest cyber incident update.
Following Cellcom's announcement revealing the cause of their long-standing outage, their users learned the wait for full restoration of their services will continue.
It's still partial, but again, like, it is a disruption. I can't communicate with everybody in the Green Bay area or my market.
Andy Tobias says this outage has hindered his ability to help his 2-month-old window cleaning business take off. And although this is a step in the right direction, communication struggles will continue until full service is restored.
At least I can start taking texts again and kind of move forward with business life.
An IT instructor at Fox Valley Technical College says this incident serves as a reminder that even regional service providers are not immune from sophisticated attacks.
This isn't a Cellcom issue. This is part of a growing trend nationwide where we're seeing our infrastructure be targeted, whether it's telecom, energy, or education.
Dr. Tyler Baton says the best way to avoid a breach of information is to use end-to-end encryption in all communication software.
That means that not even the service provider can see your information in plain text. The information will be scrambled up for everyone but you and the person you are communicating with.
Other IT experts sharing additional methods to protect your finances in the scenario of a data breach.
What people need to do is to freeze their credit with the 3 credit reporting bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. By freezing that, identity thieves cannot use that, take advantage of it, and take out credit in your name.
Cellcom tells customers they expect to have the rest of their services restored this week, adding that the company would cover the time service was down. I'm Drew Best for Action 2 News.